Hello! Welcome to the third video of a three-part video series exploring how to set up space-time triggers on your RxG. We can use space-time triggers to manipulate accounts based on time of day or to trigger notifications and email campaigns based on the location of the device. For the first two parts, click the card on the screen or find the link in the description box. This is part 3, how to use triggers to change traffic shaping based on time of day. Imagine this in the context of a coffee shop or bar. You have an open SSID and you don't want to completely block access after hours, but you also don't want people standing around while you're closing trying to mooch off your Wi-Fi. In order to make your after-hours Wi-Fi experience as painful as possible, we're going to want to start by setting up a rate-limited bandwidth queue. Navigate to Policies, Traffic Shaping, and locate the bandwidth queue's scaffold. Create New. We'll call this Slow After Hours Access. We'll leave the priority on 0 so it can be overridden by higher priority designations and set a rate limit of 2 megabits both down and up. We'll set this to be per device and click Create. Next, we will create a Slow After Hours Access policy. Go to Policies and click on Create New. We'll name this Slow After Hours Access. We will select the landing portal so it does go out to the internet, and we want to make sure to select the Slow After Hours Access bandwidth queue we created in the last step, and click Create. The final step we need before creating our event trigger is to create a MAC group. You'll find the MAC group scaffold under Identities, Groups, and this will also be called Slow After Hours Access. You don't need to follow this example and give all these different components the same name as long as you know which ones are the correct ones when you're doing the configuration, but it does make it easier, especially for demonstration purposes. We will set priority to 3. We want to make sure it's a lower priority, thus lower number, than our account group, but a higher priority than our post-auth IPs. Make sure it is attached to the Slow After Hours Access policy, and create. Now we're ready to set up the event trigger. Under Policies, Event Triggers, go to the Space-Time Trigger scaffold and click on Create New. Name the trigger and assign it to the post-auth policy. We'll set our time enforcement to our closing hours, starting at 2 a.m. and stopping just before we open at 6 p.m. the next day. We'll need to select the transient membership, or the group the users will be moved into for the duration of the time trigger. This should be the Slow After Hours Access MAC group, thus putting any connected users into the Slow After Hours Access bandwidth queue. Now when we look at the policies, we can follow the logic. The post-auth accounts and post-auth policy now has a time trigger from 2 a.m. until 6 p.m., during which post-auth now goes to the Slow After Hours MAC group, which has the Slow After Hours Access bandwidth queue, still allowing access out to the internet, but at a much slower rate. Is this sort of behavior change based on a time trigger something you could use on one of your RxGs? Comment down below, follow along with our channel for more updates, demonstrations, and informations about all things RGNets and RxG, and thank you for joining us in this video series. To start over from the beginning, please look for the link to part 1 on the screen and in the description box.